In this L2 data mapping video, I'm going to go through the search functionality. Now, the search functionality works the same across any of the applications and any of the databases. First thing we're going to do is open up the search branch by clicking on the caret next to search. And you can see there's a whole lot of different information that, if you're familiar with the layout of the file, this is all of the identifying information which you can use to look an individual up, or a large portion of the information. You've got name, you have a whole bunch of address information, including residence city and mailing city. Now, residence city is where the individual's household is, and then the mailing city is where their PO box and or mailing address is. So in some cases it can be different. However, if you're looking based on their street address, residence city is always going to be your best bet. You can also search by landline or cell phone number, and then under identifier, you can actually search by an L2, in this case, voter ID, which is what's associated with the constituent file. It would be the consumer ID or the auto ID with the other files. You have residence family ID, mailing family ID, which are also L2 unique identifiers. Voters state voter ID, so if you have an actual state voter ID from the state file or county file, you can look those up, or even email address are also available for lookup. So now in this case, you can do a complete search or a partial search. And I know that people like to do this because there's a lot of different ways to look individuals up. But what some people have is partial information. So let's say there's a name that we have. Let's say it's Jane Smith. Very basic, very common name, I should say, in the United States. So if we type in Jane, and then I click the checkbox next to the search, you can see it's going to find every Jane who happens to be a constituent in the state of Georgia. I'm going to go to last name. I'm going to type in Smith. We're down to 69 individuals. Now, let's say we know that the person has a middle name that starts with C, but we don't know what the middle name is. We just know the initial. We could simply go C and click the asterisk after it. What that's going to do is any name that starts with C and ends with any other series of letters is going to be searched on. And that takes our search down to 5 individuals. From there, we could actually go down and be able to find the individuals based on where they live, or if we have a general idea of their location within the application itself. So this is the way that you can use both the standard searching as well as the wildcard searching here. There's also the ability to search by an entire municipality, which has been heavily used in the platform. So let's say we want to find everybody who's in, we'll keep it simple in Georgia, we'll do the city of Atlanta. So we do residence city and type in Atlanta. Click the checkbox. And it's going to show us the 611,000 people who have a residence address within the city of Atlanta itself. So you can do this again with any area. So if you run into a case where you have people maybe potentially who live in a city but are in an unincorporated section, you can actually sort them by either residence city or mailing city in order to find those individuals. And that's how you use the individual search function.